Hello, Jay County.
Hey, Jay.
It's January 30th. Welcome to our midweek edition of the Jay Today Show. And what a crazy night last night. We had some violent spring-like storms. Power was out for thousands of residents all over Indiana, including the Jay area. Southern Indiana, as well as Arkansas and Kentucky, got the worst of it as high winds and maybe even a tornado or two damaged many homes.
So we are pretty lucky that we missed the worst of this brutal front that passed through the middle of the night. So many of you probably slept through it. Well, lots of news on the sports front. A famous New York Yankee is in the news, and a college basketball updates as well. So let's take it to Darren and Tyler for that.
Thanks, guys. First, let's talk about our Patriot Boys swim team results from last night. The team won 9 of 12 events against Adams Central. The event set a record time-wise, but it lasted only 1 hour. And the boys set a season record with wins of 10 and 5. Some event winners were Josh Likens in the 100 fly, James Keenan 200 IM, Mitchell Rigby won the diving event. Other winners were Cody White, Caleb Baldwin, and Shelby Wendell. Some personal bests last night were Luke Rouse, Jacob Nichols, Travis Barton, Matt Blackford, and Jeremy Mosier. Great job, Patriot swimmers.
In college hoops last night, Ohio State took on Wisconsin, and Deshaun Thomas scored 25 points, and Aaron Craft added 13 points and 6 assists to lead Ohio State to their 58-49 victory.
Tonight, Mackey Arena will be packed for Indiana and Purdue's matchup. Tip-off is at 8:30.
In other news, New York Yankee Alex Rodriguez is now suspected of using human growth hormones and denied a newspaper report that accused him of using. 4 years ago, A-Rod admitted that he used from 2001 to 2003. However, right now, A-Rod is set to miss the first half of the season due to his hip surgery in January. Well, that's all we have, so let's send it back to the host.
Ask Carol, I'm here with Miss Summers. Ask her whether sports players should be fined for using performance-enhancing drugs.
Well, yeah. Growing up, all of our athletes supposedly were without it, and if they're athletes and they're in good physical shape, then they don't need those extra chemicals in their body.
Okay.
That's kind of an interesting question, Chaz. Obviously, yeah, I think they should because, it's illegal. And not only is it illegal, it's not very smart for their bodies and all this and that. The other side of the coin is, and this may be a shout out to Lance Armstrong and his Livestrong Foundation, is I hope people don't not respect that foundation just because of what Lance did. That's a great foundation, and I hope people keep contributing to that, regardless of what he did in the cycling and what A-Rod's doing or some of the other guys have done in baseball. But I guess back to your question, yeah, they're illegal. They're not supposed to be used in baseball or any other sports, and I think they should pay the full price.
I do think they should because they are illegal for anyone to use ultimately. So why should pro athletes be any different?
I think they should because it's bad for your body.
Yes, I think they should.
I think pro sports players should be fined for using performance-enhancing drugs. It's illegal. The playing field becomes unequal at that point. However, I don't think that you can, if they weren't caught and they had Hall of Fame records, I don't know how you put them in the Hall of Fame, but somehow they need to be recognized, like with this latest round of baseball players that never made it into the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure whether you put an asterisk by their names or you have a whole era, 90s, 2000 era of players that did well with performance-enhancing drugs and then the ones that did it clean. But their accomplishments on the field were phenomenal, despite the fact that they had them. But I think all of them should have been fined for competing illegally as well.
I think they should be fined. Personally, I do not use them. I don't need to use them, but I think they should be fined.
Okay, thank you. That's a good opinion.
Thank you, Darren and Tyler. Well, President Obama said yesterday that he is willing to work with Congress on immigration legislation. Here's more on that from Anthony.
Thanks, guys. Obama brought an immigration reform push to voters during a visit to Nevada. President Barack Obama pledged on Tuesday to negotiate with Congress on immigration legislation, but he is also working with another group, voters. Obama went to Nevada, which is a state that has a growing Hispanic population, to pressure Congress into supporting a big bill.
Obama gives a reason as to why it is important to pass this reform when he said, the time has come for common sense, comprehensive immigration reform. This time action must follow. In other news, researchers are scratching their ears over stunning news about cats, mainly wild cats and ones who are left roaming the outdoors. A recent study shows that cats kill up to 3.7 billion birds a year. The concern has not arisen about the bird species population, or lack thereof. Researchers say that leaving domesticated cats outdoors disrupts the ecosystem and the way it works. Because domesticated cats belong in a home and wild cats belong in the wild, it is true that wild cats kill a lot of birds as well, but adding domesticated cats who are left outdoors into the equation makes things worse, according to researchers. Well, that's all I have, so let's send it back to the hosts.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yes. Well, the Jay County Football Chicken and Noodle Dinner is just around the corner. Tickets are $5 and are available at the door. Stop by the Commons on February 1st between 4 and 6 and help out our football team.
Have you ever read Catcher in the Rye? Well, let's send it over E.T. with Brooke to see what's up.
Thanks, guys. A new J.D. Salinger film and biography are being billed as an unprecedented look into the mysterious life of the author of The Catcher in the Rye. Simon & Schuster announced Tuesday that it had been acquitted. The Private War of J.D. Salinger, an oral biography compiled by author David Shields and filmmaker, screenwriter Shane Allenroe, whose screenplay credits include Oliver Stone film Savages, and Simon Schuster's announcement does not say whether the ultimate Salinger question is answered. Did he leave behind any unpublished scripts? Simon & Schuster publisher Jonathan Karp said he could not provide detail beyond what is the news release. Well, in other news, celeb birthdays today are Gene Hackman, who's 83, Phil Collins, 62, and Christian Bales is 39. Well, that's all I have, so let's send it back to the host.
Thank you, Brooke.
Well, congrats to the Winter Guard for receiving a gold rating and placing second over the weekend. They have another competition coming up this weekend.
And this Saturday, the Jay County High School instrumental students will be performing for the Indiana State School Music Association Solo and Ensemble contest. Various instrumental solos and ensembles will be judged. So best of luck to them.
Well, temperatures remain in the 50s, but we're in for a drop. Let's send it to Brockton with weather.
Thanks, guys. It looks like the wind's going to continue to grow, increasing the wind chill, and we're going to have, as they said, a drop in temperature. And we can expect some snows tomorrow with the drop. And that warm weather couldn't last, it's going to get colder. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Well, today, as I said, it's going to be, rainy, snowy, with a high of 39 and a low of 12. And on Thursday, it's going to be a high of 28 and a low of 9. Friday with a high of 29 and a low of 12. Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 30 and a low of 28. And Sunday, a high of 30 and a low of 23. And in today in weather, we can expect snow tonight with highs in the 60s and lows in the 18, but the wind chill is going to make it a lot colder than that. Thank you. That's the weather.
Thank you, Brockton. I always love hearing weather from Brockton.
Yeah.
Well, birthdays for today are going to... Happy birthday to Courtney Gariner, who is the only birthday for today.
And lunch for tomorrow is pizza burger,
peas, mixed fruit, and milk. Well, that sounds like a delicious lunch. Well, that's all we have, Jay County.
Later, Jay.